Been treating you?
No, I don't regret doing it. Like, it wasn't. It was, some parts of it were fun. A lot of it was quite shit. Like, especially like for my family, because we all knew that I was going to get made an example of. Like, we all knew that the press were coming after me. Like, the courts really came after me because the prosecutor in my case was actually a senior prosecutor that had retired to administrational work. They actually brought him out of that to like come and prosecute my case. Wow. They actually went out, like, it's almost like it's the retired cop chopping wood in the forest. Like, we need you out of retirement, McCree. I don't do that anymore. Like, that's almost what it was like.
Yeah.
So like my family were freaking out. Like, basically any time that the trial got mentioned and brought up to like my wife or my mother, like they would just cry because they were pretty sure that I was going to get put away.
Yeah.
And I think if it wasn't for so many people watching my case, I would have got put away.
Yeah. Funny about it.
They've almost become like the Republicans for the 1960s, where whenever they heard a swear word on TV, they would clutch their pearls and fall on the fainting couch.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons causes devil worship and all that. Like, that's what these people are like.
Yeah.
Like, they're just boring boomers. They've just replaced the ones from before. Boring boomers, just with a different political perspective. Graham Linehan celebrated and championed like me getting arrested and charged for my joke, and he like really came after me on Twitter, even though he defended people in the past that got in trouble for jokes that they made. And I know it sounds bad, right, but I was actually kind of hurt by it, because he created like amazing comedies. He created Black Books, Father Ted, the IT Crowd, like amazing classic British comedies, but he's now turned into the gatekeeper of comedy, where he's now at the top and he's kicking the ladders away to make sure nobody can get to where he was. Where he's made jokes like mine. He did an entire episode of Father Ted that was completely themed around Nazism and everything, and then he also made like jokes about trans people and all this type of stuff as well, which is why I was like, why the fuck are you coming after me? He even tried to get when I launched my GoFundMe to fund my appeal, he tweeted at GoFundMe to try and get it shut down.
Really?
He actually tried to sabotage my appeal.
Well, it seems like with a lot of those guys that kind of do the 180. It seems from
because he got in trouble.
Yeah.
He got in trouble with the police because he was he said a few things about trans people. Now the difference is, I was joking, right?
Nice.
Graham Linehan meant what he said, right? So, and then the cops showed up at his door and they had an investigation into him. And even though I think the guy's an absolute weaponised, like, I supported him. I was like, that's your right to say those things, even though some of the points you could probably call far right, but you know. Do you play Deus Ex?
No, I don't.
The game?
No.
There's a bit where he gets all his cybernetics and everyone's asking him about it, and he constantly says, I never asked for this.
I never asked for this.
Never asked for this. I remember that meme.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But it's sort of like, I just wanted to make a meme in my bedroom and just have a laugh, and then suddenly I'm running for the MEP in the European elections, and I was sitting there going, wait, hold on, how the fuck did this happen? Like, total accident, yeah. Hoping to get more involved, because the politicians right now do not give the tiniest shit about freedom of speech. If anything, they're campaigning for more laws to take it away and restrict it even further. So we need rid of them. They're authoritarians, that's what they are. They're more concerned about preserving their own power and hold on society than actually helping society. So people don't realise how bad a problem is until they get affected by it. And one of the best examples I like to use, there's a friend of mine who's a comedian called Konstantin Kisin, and he tells this fantastic joke on stage, and it's he says to the crowds, you know, in Russia last year 300 people were arrested for things they said on social media, and the crowd nod along and go, well, it's Russia, of course. Right. And then he goes, in Britain it was 3,000, and the whole crowd shit themselves in panic. And I love that joke because nobody laughs. The crowd instead shit themselves because they realise that slowly but surely our regime has been building itself around them and they've not even noticed.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is too that's shocking about it is, I can't remember if it was a Scottish police force or UK, but they tweet and they kind of joke about like, hey, make sure you don't say anything too crazy or we're going to come after you.
Nothing to hide, nothing to fear, citizen. Yeah,
Blatantly.
Orwellian shit.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to say it's like 1984 and everyone would roll their eyes and all that, but this is the thing is, nobody's rolling their eyes anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.